Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know we start hot, fresh off the press with Primite drillbeam. This secret rare from Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. People already forgot. This card was pushing double digits, man. This card went from, Blue Eyes players need one. You know, it was $3. No one really cared about it. Man, yo. Blue Eyes players starting to play more of these, maybe 2 to 3s. Man, there's new Primite support. Went to double digits. 11s, 12, I think probably people paid even 15s for the OG Ultras. And now it's crashed all the way back down with a brand new reprint, higher rarity print to $1. You can't make this stuff up. The card in itself, to get access to it from the highs of the OG Ultras, is down over 10x. And most people don't care. Here at the Fresh Off the Press community, what I love are penny stonks. Yeah, sure, there's the mid stonks and the heavy stonks, and you can make money, a lot of money with those as well. You can, but the higher the price of a card, the less liquid it becomes. It gets harder to move. Not everyone can afford those high-end prices. Rather, with penny stonks, if a card goes from $1 to $2, people can still afford it. It's still liquid, people still want it. And it's just easier to get more multiples for your money. That's the core fundamental principle of our channel. So when I see Primite drillbeam, a card like this, I love it, man. I love it. I already bought like 20 of these. Some kid had an R09 at $1, picked 9 more up. Sure, maybe that's overexposure. That's fine. 20, 30 bucks on drillbeam, I'm happy making that investment. 20, 30 copies, I'm happy. For a card that is $1, it's a secret rare. It just received support in Duelist Advance, which actually comes out this week, later this week. So again, it's not to say that this card necessarily immediately has to be 2s and 3x and 5x in the short term because of Primate support. No, not right now. Supply is too early. I'm sorry, it's too fresh. It just came out supply-wise, and it's too early. You know, in the sense of the product is here, people still cracking these open, people still pulling Primite drill beams from their packs. We understand. Excuse me, guys. But once the card starts getting more scarce, and a month goes by, and 2 months goes by, and people move on to Justice Hunters, and they forget about Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem, that's when we remember. That's when we picked up the copies now, at Shackles, at $1. You know, last night's R9 was what, like 93 cents? Where is it here? Pick this card up. Yeah, it doesn't show here. I would have to sign in. I don't know why they changed this. They should just give us the data. Why are you forcing us to sign in? But well, oh well. The whole point, if you could come in and pick this card up at $1, anything at $1, around $1, I believe this ages very, very well, guys. 95 listings only. That's nothing too crazy. You know, and then you do have the walls at $1.17. That's great. If I wouldn't have this card, there's no way, no how I'm not paying $350s for a playset. There's no way I'm not paying about, you know, 11 bucks for an R09, 10, 11s post-tax for an R09. No way, no how. If I wouldn't have it at all, it's just a great card to have access to. I don't play Primite. I could care less about Primite, the engine, and playing it. Money. I know other people want or will want this card even at higher valuations. There's already people here. The card is $1.17 and Billy Bob's paying $2. Just because he can, just because it's, you know, why not? I just need my one of, I'm gonna pay $2, man. Yo, Billy, man. Guys, so again, this is a clean secret rare. My copy should be coming in early this week now and at the moment, and I can't wait. I love penny stock hunting like this. Reprint sets, people take it for granted. It's cheap, it's $1, I'll pick it up later. You know, I already have enough, you know, I'm short on funds. I'm picking up the new Vanquish Soul stuff. I'm picking up the new cards from Duelist Advance. That's all good and great, but do not forget about this card at $1. Yes, it just came out. Supply is here, but it's cheap, man. $1. No way, no how. If you need it, you need your playset now. Get an R09. Treat yourself. Put 10, 11 bucks in. Get your own personal playset. Keep 6 to the side to either trade or sell in the future. The game is that easy. That's why I'm honing in on this one and I'm focusing on it, because people take that. We see it time and time again. Oh, there's walls of China and, you know, it's readily available. And then you wake up one day and the card is 2s and then it's 3s. You know, you had the V-shaped recovery and now the little retracement back down to the mean. But again, it's hundreds of copies being sold you know, every other day. Look at that, hundreds and hundreds. If you go to the monthly, you can see daily. I mean, it's close to 100 copies being sold, guys, and we're consolidating after the V shit. Just beautiful, beautiful monthly chart. You obviously get the initial rush, you know, with these large volume candles, and then after the rush and the V shape, now you consolidate. So just get exposure, man. If you see this in a trade binder, there's no way it doesn't become yours. There's no way that card doesn't become yours unless the person is not trading it. Most people, they'll be like, yeah. They pulled it from their packs. They don't care about the value that much. You snipe these up. This is the freest of money in Yu-Gi-Oh, man, especially with new Primite support. The thing is, not to say that we have to. What if we get more Primite support? And there's triple drill beams everywhere. The card is just broken. It's a quick play that you can set from the deck and banish, you know, negate the effects and ban. Broken card. Don't sleep on Mr. Drill Beam right here at $1. The game is that easy. Then we have Galatea Eye, the Orcust automaton. This ultra rare continues to see major play in the meta. Right now, the meta is shifting. You know, we just had these new Battles of Legend cards and support come out, and then we have Duelist Advanced like 2 weeks later, boom, coming in 2-3 weeks later and just changing the meta again. The meta is shifting before our eyes, before the largest Yu-Gi-Oh event of the year. Crazy, crazy times, guys. So again, a lot of people playing Orcust Mitsu Booty right now. And again, look, you see it here. If we go to the monthly, card was 15s, went up to 20s essentially, and it's just consolidating here. So look, the 3 month is showing consolidation as well with healthy volume. So hey, 17 bucks, 36 listings. Not too much to say about this one. You do see the wall right there, and it does go to 1920s. But again, the demand will continue to come in as people realize just how good and broken Orcust is. You know, with this new Link 1. And Orcust has always been great, especially now there's no Abyss Dweller. You feel me? So hey, Orcust is a thing. You definitely want to make those considerations. A lot of people also like Orcust. There's a lot of, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh players that they used to play Orcust back in the day, and now this new card is bringing them back. You know, they're playing the engine, they're mixing it with Mitsubuti, or even a pure version. The whole point is, when I mean pure, I mean with Imsetis and the Horus package. I mean, there's multiple ways to play this card in this deck. So yeah, 17 bones, pretty interesting, guys. I'd be picking this card up like right now. Sure, could it go back down double bottom here at 15s, maybe a tad bit below? Sure, but this is a meta relevant card that people still want and need. Orcust, you never know, man. You never know how things pan out in the next week or two as we head into Nats, and you know, if this card has another rush towards it. But yeah, Galatea Eye, one of the best selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards right now, guys. If you need to purchase any of these cards that we're talking about today, they're moving extremely fast. First link in the description down below, you can fast track each and every single card that we're talking about today. As you can see, the volatility here in the last, you know, week or two, you know, just going up and down and up. You know, these cards are moving fast. They're being very volatile. If you need any of these, make sure you fast track these here, and you can purchase these at your convenience right here, right now. We have an X giveaway. We just posted it on X. I'll make sure to leave the link in the description down below. Hopefully I don't forget, so you guys can come over here and you know, just follow, guys. Make sure you follow these instructions right here. This should just be a couple, boom boom boom, you're in. And there's gonna be one winner is winning all of these Chibi arts. Shout out to Andrew, you know, for providing these for our X giveaway right here to celebrate our 9.5k. So yeah, man, right here, man, if you want one of each, you know, this is the full Chibi art collection, if I'm not mistaken, of secret rares right here. So don't miss out, man. Why not, man? You can add these to your binder right there and just have the full Chibi art collection, all for participating here on X. Just make sure you follow, like, retweet, and comment down below which of all of these is your favorite. Easy peasy. And then we will be selecting one winner anywhere from next week to the week after that. So this is free participation over here on X. Link in the description down below, or via our link tree. Boom, one click right there, and then you should be able to go and follow. Don't miss out. And we shout out to I Might Name This Later. You know, in just 3 days we will be selecting our giveaway winner of Songs of the Dominators, Gordian Slicer, and you know, this at Ignister QCSR right there, guys. So don't miss out. All for one lucky winner. You know, let's get this to 250s, man. Only a couple days left in the Discord. Make sure you take advantage of that. You guys probably already know how to get into the Discord. If you're in there, make sure you participate for free. Don't miss out. And make sure let's subscribe, man, because we're going to be hosting our 9.75K giveaway pretty soon. So more goodies coming your way. Let's subscribe. Let's like the video on the way in. I would gladly appreciate it. So again, today we're going to be discussing Battles of Legend. Once again, because we discussed Stampede in the weekend, and the best-selling cards as we always do, and this and that in the third. But Battles of Legend, again, most people are focusing on Duelist Advance, and it's easy to forget about the set quick because we're heading into Nats, and these sets are rolling out fast, and we're gonna have the latest and greatest core set, this same week. So it's gonna be easy to focus on those and the Vanquish show and the new cards and this and that in the third. But let's not forget about Battles of Legend, that as the weeks go by, these cards become better and better to get exposure to. So we're gonna discuss some of these fast moves going on with this set. Let's get to it. So we have Primite Lordly Load. This secret rare is what? I mean, it's still hovering, retracing back down to the mean. If you go to the monthly here, you have some type of retracement, but this is just healthy. This card is still around 28 bucks, where you see the Walls of China, 41 listings, so 5 pages only. Sure, as we always said, nothing has really changed for this card. I mean, volume has been going a tad bit up, so that is a sign. And as volume rises and we continue retracing, we might get to a low point and then start recovering. So honestly, the secret rare, now that we have more information on the 1 month, and you can see it even on the 3 month here with strong volume, if you need this card, I'd be picking it up. Of course, keep in mind, disclaimer, this card might get a prismatic secret rare in the tins. No one's factoring that in. I'm not saying that it has to, but no one's factoring that in. Same for Ether Barrels. For Ether Barrels, which we're going to talk here real quick in just a minute, we'll go through prices and everything. Ether Barrel just came in Suda, so that's my bad actually. I don't think it comes in the tins. So this one is a better pickup. But Primite Lordly Load actually, might come in the tins this year. It may. Came in Rhoda, Raids of the Abyss. That should be a candidate for this year's tins. So prismatic secret loads, just keep that in mind. Right now, I'd be getting either a playset to play for myself just to get exposure to the card, or if you're investing, just keep in mind that you would want to get rid of it before the tins, just in case. Not saying that it has to get reprinted there, guys, but you never know. A card high in demand like this would help sell the tins. So just something to keep in the back of your brain. But right now, if you need it in the short term, Jay, I need it, I'm going to Nats, or I'm doing this or that in the third, or I want to get it now before it's 35s and 40, I'd pick it up now. 41 listings only. But again, when I show this one for Battles of Legend, shout out to Saki, we talked about, and I mean, I would be picking this card up. I'd be picking up the OG, honestly, at around 30s. Just an extra buck or two. I'd be picking up the OG, but what I make reference to is that I would be picking up Primite Lordly Loads on the low end right now. Hey, if this is the version you want and you like, and it's $2 cheaper, that's $6 extra in your pocket if you're on a budget. It is what it is. But yeah, overall, I'd be picking up Lordly Loads, just getting exposure, to it, like if you need it, because yeah, it's holding these prices and these levels strong. You don't want to see like a recovery from here and a second leg up on this card in the short to mid term. So then we have Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. This one actually, like I just mentioned, that I almost got confused in a sense, but this one just came out in Suda, so I don't see this card getting reprinted maybe for the rest of this year. So that's important, guys. The next 4 or 5 months, or whatever, 5-6 months, of competitive juices flowing, competitive players playing Primite, the new support, and Blue Eyes, or this or that, and the third, they're gonna need their Ether Barrel. So again, this card, as long as you see it around 20-25 bucks for a playset, it is not bad. I want these walls to stay down here because I'm trying. Your boy is trying to pick these up. Let me at least get the Nats market, okay? I don't want to see no $10 for this before I get the Nats. The goal is to pick, $20 bill for a playset. Go up to the vendor, hopefully the $20 bills for a playset right there. That's the goal. But yeah, I like the secret rare reprint. I do. This is the reprint, the rotted version, the rarity bump from the ultras. So I really like this card as we're hovering, all-time lows down here. Just beautiful, beautiful. Volume is consolidating, so just beautiful. Price is consolidating, so I just need the consolidation to last a week or two more. Let me get to Nats, please. Please. But yeah, guys, so we have here Ether Barrel, Secret Rare. Really do like getting exposure to this card now at 750s. Great time. Single digis. Sure, if it goes down to 5, you pick up more. If it goes up to 10 and beyond double digits, you already have the copies you need, and that's called playing from a position of strength. We have no Punk Rising Scale. This card continues to hold at 14 bones right here, and this chart on the 1 month is beautiful. We discussed this, potential double top. Right now, it's looking like it, but we don't talk about looks. We need confirmation. So if this card is below 12/17s with massive walls of China, you can run for them hills, because it's going to probably go down to 10s and single digits. If it continues to hold strong here and continues to consolidate sideways, then all it's doing is extending its runway, before creating a new all-time high. But right now, 14 bones with the wall of China. But after that, it quickly goes to 16s, guys. 30 listings only. So again, the volume is, is going lower, but it's staying consistent. It's nothing too crazy. It's not like crashing down in volume. So this is wall supply coming in, but a lot of people buying up this card. Look, 60 copies. This is daily volume, guys. Wow. Okay, I thought, because on the 3 month it gives every 48 hours. That's the volume, right? But this is daily volume. So this wall could be gone by tomorrow. By tomorrow night, this wall might be gonzo. So there's a lot of demand. If you need the card, I'd be picking it up at 14s. Right there, especially if it's to play, because this card is holding strong, guys. A chart like this is not retracing, like crashing down halfway down as it usually does. The initial rush came in and it's kept this card's price up here. It's consolidating strong. So based on these signs, if you need the card, I'd be getting exposure to it, especially if it is to play. Then we have Blue Eyes White Dragon. Again, there's a lot of talk. There's the Starlight rare Chibi art. A lot of talk about Chibi arts. There was hype, and then now the regular versions are cheap, compared to what they could have been or people thought they could be. As you can see, for example, the most expensive one here is the Blue Eyes Chibi art is under $8. So it's nothing too crazy. It's at single digis. It's a clean secret rare Chibi. Right here. It's starting to consolidate. And so again, some people like it, some people don't. I like Chibi arts for the most part, and I want this collection. I want this collection, but we giving it away. I'm gonna have to pick these up myself, just one of each. So yeah. What do you guys think about Chibi arts? Blue Eyes at under 8s is great. If you could pick this up at single digits, that's what I'm gonna be doing. But hopefully in Nats, I see this where I could pick one up one of each. But yeah, it's great to invest into these, even like this. Just to have them all together, one-ofs, even if they're cheap, in the future, I think there'll be people out there willing to, just wanting the full collection. Because as Yu-Gi-Oh players, we're not like avid collectors for the most part, but there's things like these that, sure, you want one of each. Why not? Just cuz. You know what I mean? You mean what I know? So definitely, I'd be focusing on the Chibi arts, especially the lower end, because, throughout time, these could go up as a nice little collectible piece in the Yu-Gi-Oh space, especially if we don't get like more Chibi arts. And even if we do get more Chibi arts, then people are going to want to come back and pick up the OG. So, the Starlight at 150. Again, collectors want things that are unique. And this is unique. A Starlight rare Blue Eyes White Dragon Chibi art, that's unique. And it doesn't look that bad. Let me know what you guys think at 150s. Card was 140s, went to 160s, and now it's just stabilizing in between right there. So if you need it, you pull the trigger. The secret rare is cheap. All other Chibis are cheap as well. So make sure you do as you must. Then you have Gem Knight Nepi Rim. This card, the Gem Knights are making moves. I think some people actually got regional tops this past weekend, if I'm not mistaken. And also at locals too, like people winning with Gem Knights and things. And I was like, wow. I saw someone at locals in the top table, undefeated. I'm like, what's going on? Like, that's crazy. So again, this card was $3. went up to 768s, then down to 5s, and now it's just consolidating here at 7s. 40 listings only. You know, there's not a lot of supply of this card. So, I mean, if you're playing Gem Knights, I mean, 7s is steep. When it was 3s, you're already paying up over a 2x premium. But compared to future prices, especially with this consolidation here, the $7 card could go up 30% and be double digits, or maybe 2x, you know, towards 15 bucks, 14, 15. So, you know, pretty interesting. As this card ages, Gem Knight still making moves. People actually playing the deck and the new support, and there's people out there that really love and enjoy Gem Knight, so they're super happy with the new support that they just got as a secret rare. Just want to keep on your radar. You know, wanted to provide you guys that information so you stayed informed. And then we have Jurrac Volcano, you know, just crashing down. Crazy. This card got bought up to 15s. And now it's just crashing down from the $15 highs here, 15.85s. There were sales. Card was $1.83. Crazy how some people just profit in the markets. Look, card was $1.59. Went up. It says 9/10s. That was the average price where most sales occurred. But there was a high sale price of 15, 16 bucks. And now the card, you know, again, 57 listings, crashed all the way back down to 650s. So, you know, with the walls of China. So hopefully continues going down towards 5s, you know, where it would be that price that you're like, after you see a card go from $1.50 to 15s, essentially a 10x, then you want to buy the midway price down, which is currently what we're at. But, you know, 5s would be even better. 57 listings, because the deck, honestly, probably won't do much, guys. I played against it and it's broken, but meta relevant decks always find a way. Always find a way. They have too much recursion. They have too much consistency, you know, to be better than these decks. But, you know, again, if you want it and you need it now, 20 bucks a playset is better than paying 10 or 15s for one. But I'd be waiting for 5s. That's just me, no rush. Hopefully it continues going down for people that want it at cheaper prices. And hopefully you sold at double digits when it had that spike that we covered on the channel. We have Ladies Dragonmaid. This card, it might seem like, oh, it's just 344s, it's an ultra. Okay, Jay. And this double bottoming. What a chart. What a beautiful chart. What a beautiful chart, which we will get into in just a moment. But it's still one of the best-selling cards of Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. Don't get it twisted. You have a couple of 2s and 3s at 3s. Like, if you need this, there's no way you don't pick this up right here, right now. It quickly goes towards 5s, is where you start having the walls of China. 97 listings, so listings are up there for an ultra. But again, just a quick art class with J moment right here. Look at that. Look at this, guys. I need you guys to see this right here. Look, this is what you love to see. If you want a card, you know, it was what, $8-9, went down all the way to 4s, spiked up to 6s, crashed back down, essentially all the way down to the scene of the crime, to the low, as we saw price wise. So this is what usually happens with cards like these. Literally, you have a double bottom booty shape recovery. Literally, that's what happens with cards like these. You know, that's what you want to see. The V-shape recovery initial rush with these volume candles right here, it tells us so much information. You know, it tells us so much information. It means that, of course, you get the initial rush, and that then you're going to have this retracement right there, back down to the mean, that point, that pivot point. Yeah, that's to be expected. But again, cards that V-shape recover means that the demand was so great that, you know, of course, you get the V-shape recovery. After these people buy, there's not enough buyers compared to the supply. You're going to get the retracement back down. But after we're done retracing to this double bottom, this is what we expect, guys. A recovery. And once we break that $6 mark right here, that pivot, once we break this at this point right here, it'll be 750s to 10s, guys. As an ultra rare, it's a Dragonmaid card. Don't sleep on it, guys. If you want it, anything under 4s like this is a steal. And anything under 5s should age well. It could potentially 2x, even as an ultra rare from Battles of Legend. Telling you guys, listings are ready at under 100. Telling you, man, great time to get exposure to this card. If you need it right now, take advantage of those deals and steals. Then we have Amelia, Dance Priestess of the Nekroz. Again, little by little, pushing up towards 6. No one's paying attention to this card. The secret rare, oh, Nekroz, we don't care. You know, it's not meta relevant. This, that, and the third is just for the boomers and nostalgia. Yeah, but hey, higher highs and higher lows on the monthly. The trend is your friend until the end. And right now, this is just consolidating, but it's upward consolidation. Beautiful, 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 guys. Showing strength for this card. So if you need this card, quickly look, one ofs. Page 1 only has one-ofs. Look at that. Multiples are at 6 towards 650s, man. Where you start seeing the walls. So if you need this card, that doesn't mean it can't continue going down the under 5s and give people some deals. Sure. But overall, you don't want to wait too long on this card. Don't let it be double digits on it. Don't let it be a 10 piece and beyond 11s up 2x. Don't do that. If you need this Nekroz card, you come in early. Sure, you know, the supply, you know, in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, supply can keep coming in and the card goes sub 5s and you pick up more, maybe as an investment. But overall, cards like these, they're very niche, they're very specific, they're secret rares, they're harder to get than people realize. You know, listings wise, we're at 68, nothing too crazy. You can see even on the 3 month how we continue to recover in price. Don't sleep on Amelia. That's your buddy Amelia, man. You need to pick it up early. Forbidden Droplet and Triple T's, we always love discussing these staples right here. And again, volume coming in, you know, right here, consolidate, beautiful consolidation. And the card is around 3s and some change, around 350s. Not bad, man. If you need a place at a droplets, no excuses to not have this card, to not pick it up at 350s. You know, that's what, 11 bucks post-tax around there. Beautiful for a playset of a broken card. You know, hopefully the walls, I need more walls, man. I need to see this at under 3s and the 2s, man. Come on, give us the deals. You know what I mean? Let us at least double bottom right here, man. But this is a great ultra rare. Staples are currency. If you're looking for things to buy and pick up from this set, do not forget this ultra rare, that it will be free money, man. There's no way that this $3.50 card is not going to bump up to 5s and eventually up to 7s and then 8s and maybe one day even become double digits, just like all the other versions essentially were, man. It's so easy to make money in Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Just focusing on these reprints. So easy. We're cheating out here, man. We're cheating, honestly. Same as Triple T's as a one-of. A massive flash crash for this one. It was pushing force and it's been crashing down just too hard. The supply has been too much. You know, we see multiples here at under 2s now with major walls at 215s, over 100 listings. It's a supply crash for this card because people only need one. And it's beautiful to see for you to get, again, exposure. Maybe at these prices, I look at this, I want at least a playset. You know, just a playset. Because it's a one-of. Don't go too crazy on it. I like it, man. I like it. I like to see these walls. Hopefully it goes below 2s with the major wall of China for this one-of staple ultra rare. Then we have Enlo Gersu, the Orcust mekk-knight. You know, this card is consolidating here at around 3 bones. Still consolidating. You have, well, 2 here at 315s. Quickly goes to 350s where you see the next RO9, 61 listings. So again, with these meta relevant cards in the sense of Orcust coming into the meta, yeah, this piece is the ultra, is the $3 one, is the cheap one. Don't let this become 5, 6, 7 bucks on you. Don't do that. If you need it, especially to play, get your exposure. You know, don't miss out. Don't wait too long for this card, because an ultra like this, you never know, man. As people come in, then, oh my God, you know, now more people playing Orcust and the deck is better than we thought and this and that and the third. Just keep it in mind. You know, right there at around 3 bones, we have DD Count Surveyor. Every time we talk about this card is around 3 bucks. So that means it's stabilizing at these prices. Well, that's just a one-of, and it quickly goes towards the mid 3s and eventually to 4s. Not a lot of, you know, there's not a lot of like support in the sense of quantities. Not a lot of quantities here, guys, for this card. This card is set up to become money in the future once DD gets future support. So, you know, it's just consolidating here. It's consolidating, major moves here as is consolidating. But yeah, volume is dwindling. So if you can pick these up, maybe 10 for a playset, you know, get a deal. Not bad. Those 10 bones should age very, very well once that new DD support comes out, especially this one as a secret rare. You know, I like it. I like it. Need to pick these cards up, man. You need to get exposure to it, guys. Link in the description down below. Come over here and get your $15 off. If you need any you know, Battles of Legend cards, get them on Whatnot right there. $15 free to spend picking up any of these Battles of Legend cards. It's just any cards that you need. Yu-Gi-Oh cards over here. Don't miss out. The Discord right there for our giveaways. Make sure you check out all our tools, links, and resources for you guys. I'm appreciative. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening in. Make sure double check, even if you're an OG, that you subscribe. Ring that bell for your boy. and like the video on the way in as we continue to grow. It's all thanks to you guys, so you can participate in our channel giveaways. We love to give back. And guys, none of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. We have Herald of Orange Light Starlight Rare. Before we get into that, quick H2O break. Gotta stay hydrated, boys. Thank you, thank you. Again, we have the Starlight Rare. This card is a 50 piece. Okay, damn. Wasn't this like 36s? Yeah, look at this, guys. We were talking about this card at 36 bones, and now it's 50 piece. Wings from Wingstop. Wow, 10 listings only. One page, and the walls are at 55s. Eesh. Man, it's rough now. In the midst of a V shape. So again, I mean, these cards, they might age well and actually not go much lower. But I mean, my approach with a card like this, if I didn't buy at 36s the last time we talked about this card, I would wait at this point. Not to say, I mean, it could, if you keep waiting and you see this wall dwindle, and you might pull the trigger, but if not, I would wait to see if supply comes back in for this card and maybe pushes it back down at least to 40s in the short term. That's what I'd be waiting on. With a card like this, let me know what you guys think. It is Herald of Orange Light. It's played in Time Wizard. Card is too good and too broken, and it makes sense that people would be coming in for the Starlight Rare. Just another higher rarity version. And again, you need to understand, moving forward, the new matching rarities are Starlights. These are replacing quarter centuries in the sense of pull rates. Now they're going to be more readily available. So these are our new quarter centuries in a way, even though it was an older rarity, already, pre-existing rarity. The whole point is this: now people are going to be looking forward to matching their Starlight rares. Excuse me. So that is always a key component. That's why cards like these, you see that are V-shape recovering and have that demand compared with the boomer utility of it. And it's a 50 piece right now. You do have the ultras, guys. So again, ultras are actually making all-time lows here. They're at all-time lows with the major walls at 18 cents. And then you have a major wall at 19 cents. 1,500 copies is a lot, guys. So 139 listings is a lot as well. But with that said, I think into the future, with cards like these, I get how it sounds now. It just came out. Like, why would I want to pick it up? There's just too much supply. And yeah, Herald is a good card, but it's not like meta relevant right now in the current meta and this and that and the third. Yeah, all those are true pointers right now. But we need to think ahead, a year, 2 years out. If you have this bulk here, Herald of Orange Light, it could be worth something. Now, again, you never know with Konami and their reprint cycles and how they're reprinting a bunch of cards nowadays. If this card gets an additional reprint, sure, the potential, the possibility is there. But honestly, it just got reprinted as a Starlight and an Ultra. So I don't see this card being like, they're not gonna, I mean, with alternate arts, you never know. Alternate art, Herald of Orange Light, but still, I would get exposure. It doesn't hurt to at least get an all 9, man. Throw a couple of bones at this ultra rare as a penny stock, because even if it gets a future reprint, you might make money before that. You know what I mean? Like, you might be able to move these. If it goes from 15 to 50 cents, you're up 3x, you might be able to move. You know what I mean? You mean what I know? So definitely keep it in mind. Magical Android. Again, this card for Eddie Edison's. Love covering this card at least once a week. With shekels, went up to $1.50. And now, it's actually $1.16 is not bad, guys. Look, let's refresh here just to double check. But $1.16 is not bad for this card. Let's refresh here. Wow, that wall disappeared. So my bad. $1.29. That's crazy. Let me see. That's crazy. I'm telling you, man, the demand, 70 listings only. This is free money, man. Free money. If you see this in a binder, just like drill beams, I get it. Jay, I don't trade much. I don't do this. Come on now. We need to trade. We need to make money. You don't just make money buying on TCG Player and selling high. If not everyone goes to locals. If you go to locals, I need you to have that mindset. I need you to stay informed. That's information is key. Not everyone watches me or is informed out there, but you do. When you see this in a binder, there's no way this card doesn't become yours. It doesn't matter how many copies they have. Of Of course, if they have like 10 plus, I get it. But, you know, if they have 1, 2, 3, pick them up. Pick them up, man. At around a bone and some change. Pick it up. I'm telling you, man. Especially if they pick up stuff that you're already up on or that you don't really want. This card could become money fast. Or faster than other cards in this set. Just because of the Edison demand. There was bottled up demand for this card. Thousands and thousands of Edison players needing this card, guys. So again, don't sleep on it. Don't take, hey, talk about it at least once a week. There's major walls, but after that, card could be 2s, 3s, 5s. As a secret rare, doesn't have to all happen that fast to the higher points, the higher levels like $5. But could this be a 2x soon? Relatively sure. From $1 to 2 bones? Sure. So you don't want to sleep on this one. If you see this card anywhere, you pick it up, man. Especially this cheap. We have Summon Sorceress. I love this secret rare. Really love this secret rare, guys, because it got eroded. I think it's still banned, but if this gets unbanned, the rush, just, I'm talking about speculation and hype. I'm not talking about practicability, utility, usability, actual, you know, meta relevance. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about hype and speculation alone can sometimes push card prices up, you know, exponentially. Just go parabolic. Just the demand, you know, just the fact that it could come off the list, the fact that the card it has a beautiful art. You know what I mean? The fact that it's Summon Sorceress and it's a secret rare, clean secret rare penny stock. So again, look at that. Look at that volume candle as of late on the 3-month. That is wild, guys. You want to take advantage of this volume candle. You want to come in at around a quarter and just get exposure. Don't let this quarter card one day be 2 quarters, 3 quarters, be 4 quarters at $1 billion and beyond. The potential is there. Listings are high. I get it. There's probably a couple wallet Chinas roaming around there, but look at these volume candles. It's usually when a card comes out, the initial rush are like the highest volume candles. But for this one, literally, we just made the highest volume candle ever on this card. Literally, right now. Those are great signs. Signs that you should come in and get exposure. That doesn't mean you're going to go crazy and break the bank on this card and go, hey, if you want, you know, 50 copies, it is what it is. But just get at least an R09. You know, at the very least, exposure, boys. That's what we want here. Throw in a couple of bones in here, set these to the side, and worst case, you have a waifu card. You know what I mean? Oh, man, we have Artifact Lancia. Same deal. You know, we always talk about this card. Look at this chart. It died. Nah, let me see. Yeah, we need to filter it up here. Clean this up, janitor style. Let's see if that helps. I didn't, but yeah, usually the yearly. But yeah, look, this card, 31 cents. But really, it's 50 cents, man. People were buying these at quarters. You know, 89 listings, and now the card is pushing 2 quarters. And then you have that wall of China, and then you wake up one day and it's 3 quarters. And then after that, it becomes $1. Because this card is just good, man. Not just against Malice, but against Dinos, against, what was the other archetype that we were just talking about? That banishes. Again, it's not just like 1 or 2 decks. It's a very, like, banishing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a thing. It is a thing, man. And so this card is just very, very good. Very flexible. I get it, supply-wise. You don't have to go crazy, but get exposure. Another one, another card. We're highlighting the cards. If you see these in binders, you pick them up just cause. There's no questions asked if I should or I should. You see this card, you pick it up. 50 cents, pick it up. I want to trade for those. That's about it, man. That's about it. So you don't want to sleep on the secret rare. The game is truly that easy, man. We have Crowley, the Gifted Magistus. I love secret rares like these because people don't focus on them. People don't focus on them. Again, the cards like these come out and most people just don't care about them. Look, the card was what, 230s? Consolidating around 2s and then crashing down to $150 as of late to all-time lows. 92 listings. The walls are at $175. So cards like these, if you could pick them up, trade for them, maybe get a deal in person, not bad at all, guys. Again, Magistus just came out. I had no clue this said this. Wow. This face-up card is used in fusion. Its name can be treated as Alistair. Wow, I did not know that. I did not know that, guys. Are we getting like more? Is this part of the you know, invoke support that we always talked about, or we're probably getting more, right? So this card might be interesting. It's a spellcaster. Let's see, what else does it do? You can only use this once per turn. Wait, which effect? You can only use each of the following effects. Man, Yu-Gi-Oh players, we don't read. This card is added to your hand except by drawing it. You can special. Wow, that is not bad. This card is normal special summon. You can fuse summon one magician or invoke fusion monster from your hand or field. Y'all need to stop. Yo, that is crazy. And I know there's something that searches this probably. Wow, so this is a free fusion summon? Just one card? And it's treated as Alistair? That is insane. That is crazy. That's pretty cool. I won't lie, I want this card now. So guys, if you see this card, that is again, look, the card has what, a week or two out? I hadn't read it until today. That's how we Yu-Gi-Oh players are. So, you know, if you, hey, that is not bad. Not bad at all. I had no clue that Magistus was as integrated with Invoked as it is. It's a secret rare. Looks really, really nice. You come in here, just got exposure, guys. Got exposure, $5 a play set, 550s. You know, not bad. You know, you pick this card up, you see it in the trade binder, you're like, I want that. You know, and if not, at least get your play set. That's what I'm gonna do. Probably come into one of these walls. Just got three. Get three. If it goes lower, we buy more. If it goes higher, at least I have my personal play set. I want to be in a position of strength with this card, at the very least with a play set. Because again, just got printed. Won't get reprinted anytime soon. And yeah, wow, what those effects are broken. Pretty interesting, boys. Let me know what you guys think. We have Elemental Hero Neos. Just wanted to touch base on this Chibi art. You know, again, when it comes to Chibis, maybe people don't want all of them, but there's some like this, like Blue Eyes and Neos. Like I want this card. I need this card, and it's consolidating on the 1 month, guys. That is very, very healthy. So if you need this card, you already waited, you had patience, you waited for consolidation, so you pick it up now. Around 550s for a playset, not bad at all. You get exposure for this Chibi art, even as a secret rare. This is the hero one, man. It's iconic. It's iconic, so not bad at all. It looks great. So, excuse me, guys. I'd be picking this card up right now at under 2s. It should age very, very well. We have Dark Paladin again. Dark Magician cards are iconic. So same deal as this one, continues to somewhat consolidate here at around 250s. If you need it, it quickly goes up to 3s. So again, if you can get maybe 2 of these for $5, not bad, guys. Again, just wanted to at least show a couple Chibi arts so you guys can keep those in mind. You have Stardust, Sifr, Divine Dragon. Again, this secret rare continues to hover here and consolidate at around 70 cents. You know, not bad. 3/4 a pop. Post-tax, if you need this card, no excuse for you not to have it, even as a penny stock. There's no way this, you know, the range is too large, the gap between the new print and the ultra. Something's got to give. You know, and I believe when this one becomes scarce, it'll start coming back up to 5s, you know, towards 5s, right? Look, the OG is still around $10. Crazy. And then the Mega Tin one, you know, it's around 5s. So I think the secret rare could be 2 to 3s one day. If it doesn't get an additional print anytime soon, this card could be a $2 to $3 card. Not now, not in the short term. There's too much supply. You have walls of China in the hundreds. We get it, but we're talking about a card that people are going to forget about. It's going to get harder to get just by nature, more and more scarce. I could see this 67-cent card become 2 to 3s in the future if it doesn't get a reprint. So what do? You get exposure. At the very least, a playset, maybe an R9, just throw it away in bulk and then just wait, let it marinate like fine wine. Waiting is underrated. When you invest, not just into any market, but also it applies to Yu-Gi-Oh! Waiting is underrated, and that's why I love investing into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you buy the card, you throw it in a bulk storage box, and you wait. And then down the road, you got more money just for waiting. That's why I love, investing into cardboard, because it gets more scarce by nature. You know what I mean? Just by nature, just a year from now, it's just going to be hard to get this card. Just, it is what it is. No one's going to be cracking open this Battles of Legend, a set, and it'll be harder to get than today. That's what I wanted to say. So definitely consider that penny stock. We have Stream Dragon, Ruler of Droplets, still here, just at around shekels. Where's the walls? Wow, no walls on the first page. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, the walls are at 41 cents. Pretty interesting. You can pick up these babies as throw-ins and trades to add in an order. You pick up these babies, same deal. You throw them to the side. I love just penny stonk investing like these. Baby secret rare is beautiful. Gem-Knight dispersion. This card, again, Gem-Knight card is flattening out. Supply is too great. Over 172 listings, 120 copies right there. Multiple walls of China. What do? You get this, a playset for 50 cents. You just pick it up. Why not? It's a secret rare Gem-Knight card. You never know. You never know. You come in here, $1 for 6 of these. Excuse me, guys. Why not? Why not? Pick up these penny stonks. Don't go too crazy, but throw $1, 2 at this. $1 some change, maybe even $1. Get, 2 play sets. Not bad as it consolidates sideways. Beautiful, beautiful. These are the cards that no one focuses on. And of course, that doesn't mean that this card needs to become billies and become super expensive. Not necessarily, but it could 2 to 3x from 15 cents. It can become a 50-cent card maybe down the line and you're up 2 to 3x. So just one to keep in mind. Same as Galaxy Journey. This quick play secret rare, no one's paying attention to it. And I love focusing on cards that no one is paying attention to. Again, clear consolidation. What is the card's price? 13 cents? Or what is that? 40 cents? For a playset under 2 quarters, gets you a beautiful playset of the secret rare. And it's a Galaxy card that you never know how it ages well. So at this point, we're speculating, guys. Not saying that these cards will become the end-all, be-all, meta-relevant cards, but they're just too cheap to not get at least exposure to it. I really like this card at these current shekel prices. Then we have Gravekeepers Recruiter. Same deal. This card, in its max rarity form. Excuse me, guys. Max rarity right here. And the walls are at quarters. Walls are at quarters. So just beautiful, beautiful to pick up a card like this at quarters, because it could go from quarters to billies one day to, be up 4x from a quarter to a billy. It can, guys. So again, little penny stocks like these, no one cares about them. No one pays attention about them or to them. And then they go up in price because people that need them, max rarity, secret rare. I love Gravekeepers, Jay, and I need this card and this and that and the third. And it goes from quarters to a billy. And then you're up 4x. And it feels like you're cheating because you got exposure and you came in for cards and no one else was paying attention to them until they became money, man. Until they became money. So you don't want to sleep on cards like these. You also don't want to break the bank. You don't like go crazy and, I need 100 cards. Not necessarily, but you can get exposure anywhere from at least 3 to an R9 at the very least, especially at these cheap prices. Then we have True Draco Apocalypse. Just showing this one. Could have been any Heritage or any of these. Again, when I see a card like this, it really puts my antennas up. It really causes me to speculate. Sure, it could be a one-off thing where they just reprinted these. It's like, hey, let's throw bones to Jay and True Draco Boomers and just rarity bump these spells and traps and reprint Masterpiece like a couple times as Platinum Secret Quarter Centuries and now another secret rare. It could be coincidence, but my antennas, my speculative antennas, continue to be at all-time highs when it comes to True Dracos. These reprints here, I think they're a sign. You combine that with Monarchs, which is a tribute summon deck getting support as well. I believe True Dracos is next in our next core set. Hopefully, and if it happens, hopefully it's good, somewhat good. In the sense, just let me compete, man. That's all. As a True Draco player, an avid fan, lover of True Draco cards, all I ask for is to be able to compete. I'm not saying that we need to have the Vanquish K9 best meta relevant deck and for months and months and months. No, I just want to be able to sit across from my opponent, no matter what deck they're playing, and I want to compete because I got Masterpiece the King and I got new support. Come on, Konami. Is that too much to ask? It probably is. So again, if you see these are bulk, you don't want to go crazy, but if you see this in a binder here and there, just pick it up, throw it to the side. If True Dracos get support, these cards can go from shekels to billies, just off support. Even if it's good or not, the support, just off the hype alone. So not bad at all. And lastly, we have Blaze Supreme Ruler of All Dragons. I mean, this card came out, the card crashed down to quarters, and now the card, is $1 for a playset, and it quickly goes up, man. It's gonna be 50 cents soon, 87 listings. It's basically going up in price here in an uptrend. It's subtle, but that's how it starts. We always talked about this card when it was under a quarter, telling you guys, pick up this ultra rare. Pick it up. Now it's 35 cents. Then it'll be 50 cents. Then it'll be $1. So if you see this card anywhere, you pick it up. If you're trading, if you see it as a little ultra right there that no one cares about, because this card has the potential to be up 4x from the quarter lows or be up 3x from current prices. You don't want to sleep on penny stonks like these. These are the cards that I love, man. Just penny stonks. Look at that. Cheap cardboard that can go from shekels to billies. That's what we love to hear, guys, at the Fresh Off the Press community. Guys, you made it this far out into the video. You guys are straight MVPs. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you ring that bell and subscribe. Make sure you share this in one place in a group chat with some friends. It really does go a long way. I'm really appreciative of each and every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think about today's episode. Leave a comment down below. Much love to you guys, to this beautiful community. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, for your attention. Stay fresh.